Okay, so I'm trying my new harness. You can see what I've unplugged. It should plug right into the harness this way. And it does. That's good. And then that means it'll also plug right into the stereo like this. Okay, so that's how you would know. So then that means it works. Basically, in the harness that I've got, you may or may not get a nicer one, I don't know, but this is a nice one where it's got plugs that you can just, instead of having to splice anything, you can just unhook the wires, and I'll show you that process in a minute here. Okay, just want to document what I've done here. So I got a better harness, and this one does fit. I already put it in the back. And so this comes right from the radio, and it'll go to the output here. In the middle, what we've done is we've taken these wires from the harness that I bought, and I spliced in the harness from the kicker system. This goes to the input here. And then on the output, or actually I've got this around backwards. That's the input here. And then this goes into the output there. And then I've just taken that output harness from the kicker amp and spliced it into the wires on the other half of the new harness so that it goes back out to the rest of the vehicle there. If you're looking at the top of this harness like this, that these wires here, you see purple, gray, white, green. These correspond to the speaker wires, and they're stacked with the two pins, and the top row is the negative wires and the bottom row is the positive, and that appears to be the case. So that's how I've wired it up. I'm not 100% sure of that because the wires are not actually labeled in the harness. It should have a black stripe or something, but it doesn't. All I have is 2 grays, 2 purples, 2 whites, and doesn't otherwise indicate negative or positive. So my best guess is that the top ones in that row are negative. Okay, if you, as you need to get into this dash, you just need to know that there are 2 screws up under here. And in order to access them, you'll want to take your shifter and put it into neutral. That's going to help to give you space to work. I've taken out those 2 screws, and all you have to do to take this out then is you just lift this up and it just slides right out. It just has some clips that hold it into place. But it's really not much at all. And when you get in the back, there is one little wire that you'll have to undo. It's pretty obvious, but it is just right there. And you just unclip it. There you go. And then you can take your dash bit off. All right, now you see the radio. You've only got 2 more little bolts to deal with at that point. And these are Torx. All these ones that have these 4 bolts are all Torx heads. They're the same. I think it's a T25. Okay, now we're almost there. Now all you have to do is pull this out. It takes a little bit of a jiggle. There you go. Now your unit is out, and you can see the wires in the back. So what you really want to do is just make sure that before you begin, that this wire, that this connector here fits your harness, or however you want to do it. This is the harness that holds the speaker wires. Okay, look, I know that it's not like, shouldn't be this way, but I'm just kind of testing to see. But basically you can see I've run the wires for the inputs here. It goes to the kicker, it goes to the outputs. I've also got my power wire here, which is exposed, you can see, in my negative wire here, but just to see. Looks like it works. Okay, it works. Okay, I decided there really isn't enough room under here to stick the kicker. I mean, you could try it, but it's really gonna not have great ventilation, so I decided to put it down here. I took this cover off, and now the kicker is just gonna, I just fed the wires back this way to come back out here and here, and I'm just gonna tuck it back in there, and then we'll be done.